Hello and welcome to Loving Me, Myself, and Life with me, Jody Misiak. Today I want to share a little aha moment I had. I was cleaning off my big calendar. I have this big whiteboard calendar in my office in front of my desk. It was a new month, so I was wiping off all the old month to-dos and all the stuff I had, and I had it off. And I didn't have a chance to fill it back in that day. I come in and I just sit down to work and I look at this empty calendar, this big white space. And it felt so good. I was like, like it was a fresh start, a new month, a new beginning. Regardless of what happened, the day before, the week before, the month before, or the years before, we can always change it. And for me, I was just clearing away the month before. I had a very busy month and a lot of things on the calendar. And I'm going to be honest, I color code things. I have everything, my hours that I'm going to be working in one color. When I'm with clients, another color. There are times that I'm going to be meeting with them. And I have everything organized in different colors. Yep, that's me. And so I just had this beautiful, colorful calendar from the month before. And it was just like, here, whatever went not so great the month before doesn't necessarily have to come into this new month. So it was just this really aha moment. You get to start fresh. Every day is a new beginning. Even every hour, every minute is a new beginning to decide to choose differently. So maybe something didn't go well the day before, or the month ago, a week ago or a month ago. It's okay. Work through that because, we don't want to bring that into the next one. We can't just, I've talked about before, you can't just shove feelings, emotions, and everything underneath the surface because then they'll just sprout up or explode at like the least convenient time ever. You need to take it with you. So anytime you're finding you have overwhelmedness. I'm not going to lie. The beginning of the school year was crazy. I really thought I was going to have more time to do so many different things. I thought I was going to, touch up paint in the house. And I was like, I have all this time. Both kids are in school now. And I realized that I was really good at filling up every space. Now, that didn't mean that I wasn't taking time for me. That was one of them. I took actually a whole day for me. I started giving myself a day and a coffee date with my husband too on that day. So it was like a day of just filling my cup up. And so I was taking time for me, but I had all these expectations and, anyways, things got busy and we signed our kids up for some different activities and, volunteering opportunities, we're like, where are they going to work into our schedules and things like that. So I got a little overwhelmed at times. So just wiping that board off, starting fresh was so empowering and so freeing, really, really freeing. Be like, okay, what didn't work last month for my scheduling? What did work? Well, I'll tell you one thing. My Me Fridays are working and having a coffee date with my husband at like lunch hour on Friday are really working. And then some of the other things, some of my expectations, maybe I'm not going to touch up the paint in the house right now. Maybe I will next month. So it's just reevaluating what is working and what's not working. And this can, again, happen every month. It can happen every week or every day. And I feel like I've talked about this before, but what I do personally is I write down the day before what I want to do the next day. Now, at the beginning, and actually, honestly, sometimes it still happens, I put too much on that list. And then, it gets a little overwhelming or, just too much. So it's just taking what you've done the day before. Like what happened yesterday? What did you like about it? Keep doing that. What didn't you like the day before? Try to shift away from that. Like maybe you just got so overwhelmed and frustrated that you lost it on your kids. It happens, right? You get overworked stressed out, maybe start doing less. There is always a time to hit the pause button and start anew. It's your choice. And just like I said, wiping my calendar clean was like, fresh beginning, fresh start to my month. What goals setting worked for me? Like, which ones did I do? And it's just really an amazing moment of awareness to realize, celebrate the things you did well and to lovingly let go of the things that didn't, and then move forward with love and set new or maybe more realistic goals for the next month. And again, I'm using month as an example because my story and my experience was from wiping off my big calendar in my office. But this can be daily. Like I said, I have a to-do list I set my intentions at night for the next day. Like, what would I like to get done? Now, does this always happen? No, sometimes I have a busy night, or maybe I just don't want to think about the next day. I've had like this love-hate relationship with my list lately, and I've been trying to have it less rule my life and just kind of get back to where it was, where it's only a few things on my list to get done in a day. Because, in the summer, I kind of let my to-do list run my life. So it's just finding that common ground again. But I would always just write down what are the few things I wanted to get done and then go from there. So anyways, back to, clearing, starting with a blank slate. That can happen anytime you choose to. For me, the awakening came when I wiped it off and I just looked at this empty calendar going, I get to begin anew again. And that, again, can happen at any moment for you. Maybe you had a freak out. Maybe you had an argument with your spouse or partner or a friend or your child. And you're like, whoa, I did not like that. And you realized it shortly after that moment. Take some time. Maybe meditate. Go for a walk. Take some deep breaths. And then begin anew. You don't have to let whatever happened in those moments run your day, your week, your month. Anytime we can use that whiteboard eraser and just clear the slate. Anytime in our life, we get to choose when we start focusing in a new direction. Just because you took a path or you had a bad moment or a day, week, year, doesn't mean you have to stay there or continue on that path. Anytime you get to choose which direction. You are the storyteller of your life. You get to begin anew every day, every week, every month, every year, whenever you choose to do so. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel freeing? So anytime that you're finding yourself stressed or overwhelmed, just remember you have the power to choose a new path and wipe the slate clean. You can begin again wherever you are. You get to choose. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.